Alright guys, welcome to part 3. In this episode we're going to be refining the blockout, and then we are probably going to move over to the high poly. So let's do the easier details first. So for that I have to get my reference folder out, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, this is pretty much a separate pod as well as this. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this one first. This one is really simple. Okay, so let's take a look at the reference again. Okay. Okay. Okay, one thing I forgot to put in the video is that I scaled everything on the x-axis, so just a little bit, so it looks a bit thicker, but it's nothing too drastic. You can do it yourself. So kinda did something wrong. Okay, we'll just leave it like that for now. I'm not quite sure where exactly I moved it, but as you can see, it's kind of messed up right now. Hopefully could fix it without causing any problems. Okay, I'm in orthographics. That explains everything. Okay, yeah, looking good. Take this one back. Press F4, and then just go ahead and align it. Select these words and press R, or you can click the scale button and scale them in. Now this is now looking like something someone could go into. I'm gonna do this one by hand though. Just gonna shift drag. And as you can see, since I started to kind of orientate by this middle line, I can just eyeball the exact distances easily, so symmetry will work better for me. So yeah, always use the grid. Okay, I'm wondering what these verts are, so let me just check it out. Press Z. Okay, apparently they're moved, so just gonna tweak it manually, or you can just just use just a second. Yeah, or you can just use or you can just use make planar, but it's not a big deal to do this by hand. Okay. Seems about right. So I'm gonna drag this one out to model it without having these without having these without having this model blocking my way. So I'm gonna untick backface color by right clicking, going to object properties, now this is a piece I could easily do with quad chamfer, and I'll probably will, because it's not worth putting manual support loops in this one, because this one is so simple and I will save a lot of time if I just use quad chamfer. Anyone who's using Max 2015 or not 14 or above will get quad chamfer for free, but if you use like Max 3014, no 13, you will have to pay for it. And this plugin is just called quad chamfer. Yeah. So enabling symmetry will make it a whole object. This one, but this one. Okay, so I want to make sure how good it looks in first person view. So let's say we're left side this time, and now I want to check out how it looks when someone is actually looking through it. Yeah, pretty good. Now I'm gonna make this this piece here, and I'm not quite sure if this looks like an airsoft, so I'm just wondering if I should add these bevels, these ones, now or later. So I'll just try and edit and add them in now. Okay, let's see how it actually works out. So actually not bad at all, but we need to do some refinements, definitely. I will not do this yet because I'm relying on subdivision to do this, but if you really feel like it, I think you can do it. Okay, so now I'm just going to be speeding my modeling up a bit, so I'll turn off the microphone and I'll just go ahead and model, and if I think something is very complicated, I'll turn it back on and I'll go back slower. I won't time lapse it, but I will just start modeling a bit faster. Okay, so yeah. Okay, this part is actually quite important. A lot of people struggle with that, especially I see that on in forums a lot. So I think I'll just do it real time because I don't want anyone complaining. So what you just saw was me doing some cuts with Swift Loop, and I like to do this one's manually without even using things like extrude or bevel, because modifiers make things sometimes they make things more complicated, sometimes they make them much easier. So it always depends on the situation. Like edit poly is a really powerful modifier, but like taper or something like that is only good on really really simple objects. So yeah, it's always good to keep that in mind. Now just want to take a look at how this line actually is, because these two cut ends are actually connecting each other. So why do I always close the window? So actually these ones are connecting each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna select those, hit extrude, I'm gonna start playing around with the parameters, and I'm just wondering or thinking if I should do this kind of detail, because I think I can easily do this with normal map or with floating geometry. So first of all, I'm gonna take target wheel, I'm gonna connect this one to this one, gonna move it down, or actually up. As you can see, I kind of overdid it with my parameters, so I'm just trying to fix it manually, but I think I'll just rely on floating geometry for that, really. I mean, as you can see, it's a lot of work, a lot of tweaking. It looks good though, but yeah, you know what, this is a tutorial, I'm just gonna leave it in. So I'm gonna scale it up. And actually I'm gonna do this again by hand. Gonna copy the Z value again. I'm gonna take this verb, I'm gonna paste it in. Now as you can see, I brought it to the same level, but now I have more control of it. Now I have more control of the height and the position. So I'm gonna bring this to here, and then I'm going to move it down. And this actually fixes it. So this one, okay, same game as well. We want to target wield it. Yeah, the thing with small details like this is that the camera starts to behave really funky. So okay, so this one is looking good as well. It's actually not even a blockout anymore, because I think you don't do things like these in blockouts. But never mind. I'm gonna find this one, and as you can see, I wish you could actually set a value for the ghosting, because then I could actually just set a transparency for this material. And what I also notice right here is that it's actually wider right here. So I'm not gonna do everything like that. I'm gonna take the edge constraint, and then I'm gonna move it. And I wanna push this one in. Now I can easily just select them. Okay, might want to refine it. So yeah, as you can see, it's looking quite good. I'm not sure how many people actually follow the tutorial and model it after. So to give it finally a concluding thing, I will just make the trigger. Okay, and I forgot to name everything, but I don't think it's necessary. So actually I have two options here. I could use splines, which is too overthought in my opinion, or I can just do it the good old way and model it by hand. And I'm actually a fan of doing it in the good old way by making it by hand. So just a quick thing, Super Smart Create, what it does is if I select two edges like this and I press C, it will create an edge. If I for instance select one edge and press C, it'll create a vert right in the middle. If I let me demonstrate it again like this. So if I select two verts and press C, it'll connect them like this. And I can also do it with faces. Let's say I have a face here and I have a face here, and I can just connect these faces with C. So as you can see, it's just a script that puts a lot of tools in one. So I actually don't really bother with it too much. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the microphone again. So as you can see, I'm even doing things like these by hand with the cut tool. So I'm actually not even using booleans or anything. Actually, I'm deciding not to put this one in right now because I want to do the support loops first. this bit is not complicated, but it's really time consuming. Hate doing details like these. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just cutting it in without even without even really bothering too much. I'm not sure why I'm creating this edge, but let's just get rid of that. And I'm not even worried about quads. I'm just worried about getting the shape done. And this is what a blockout is all about, getting the shape done. And this is a really good piece to mirror. So I'm just going to go ahead and do so.